I'm beginning to get a bit forgetful now. I think it's bucket 11 and 12. I mean, it says 11 and 12, but 11:30. It says 11 and 12 by the amount of rocks I put there, but I don't know if I put the rocks there or not, or forgot. In that case, it would be 13 and 14, but I believe it's 11 and 12. So we had 8 and 9, 7 and 8, I believe, was my best bucket all day. 9 and 10, not bad, not bad, pretty ordinary, average, worse than average. Oh, fuck it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to count it as being 11 and 12. Moves this out the way, and he may or may not have the second best bucket all day. I can see a huge piece, and I can see about 3 or 4 visible pieces. People, I'm going to let me put this in the pan. Actually, I'll pan it out, because after this I want to show you how I level my machinery and that, because you know, you may not be interested, but if you are, I like it to stay at the right angles and that, because what happens, the legs sink into the mud or gravel or dirt or whatever, so every now and then it probably doesn't hurt to get out the spirit level and that. Get that out there. And just check it, make sure it's not too steep or not too shallow and all that. Oh, look, I should have panned out this, but I didn't. Never mind. Didn't take too long. Get that out. See, the good thing about having a basin, you can have more trust in your panning ability, because even if you mess it up, it's not going nowhere. It's still going to go home with you. Like there's a few bits and pieces in there, they'll be going home with me. It just doesn't look as good. But I save a lot of time, you know, backwashing too much. Anyway, there's the, oh, I don't know, oh, I was pointing terrible. Never mind, oh fuck it. I was pointing at my knob. So happy birthday who likes pointing at my knob. There's the pieces, and it's quite a good pan as well. All day good pans. Last time I was here, all day good pans. Last time I was here, I think I done 22 rocks. I've got 12 rocks there. I'll show you how I do this angle thing. Look, I might even 12 rocks. I'm gonna empty this out while I'm here. Might as well empty this out and see after 12 buckets, 12 10-litre buckets, how much gold escaped from my little sluice and got caught in this mat. Excuse me. There has to be some, surely. But I'll be surprised if it's very much. Go round, round, round. Left, right, left, right. Oh. Left, right, left, right. That'll do. Round, 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 left, right, left, right. Tipping forward. That'll do. Come around to the small riffles. Just there. Left, right. Pumping. Looking. Not seeing much. Left, right. Where am I pointing? People trying to watch. And you're just fucking not showing it. Alright, that'll do. Left, right. I haven't seen anything at all. I can see a lead shot. There's a piece of lead. Why didn't that get caught? Is it because it's a ball? It's not a shotgun pellet, it's a tiny pellet. Very tiny. I think it's because it's round, it escaped. I've got about half a dozen biggest Kev nuggets in there. Half a dozen biggest Kev nuggets. I think they're called, I think I could see some gold right there along the back. I think I could see some gold. I'll have to get my telescope out. But there is one easily non-mistakable piece of gold there. So that's not too bad. Out of what I fucking caught, it's probably, well, it's not 1%. And I don't think it is 0.5%. So once you get to the 0.5%, forget about it. I'm going to show you a bit of a look around. See if we can find any poofters coming to get me. Or machete people. I need tools. The tools are up here in easy access. Pointing at tools, yes. I get my little green spirit level and this piece of metal which I've ground out and filed an angle into there, and I can't recall what angle it is, but it's the correct angle, whatever it is. Here, I'll just put this on that, make it nice and straight. I'm happy with that. It's nice and flat, horizontal. Move this, put that in there, and that's also very close to horizontal. So then I'll get my river sluice, place it on top. Do you hear that big bird? There's a big bird made a big noise. And so that sits on there pretty much. Put this one here. And this goes on there, and that's in the middle. So that was a waste. It wasn't a waste of time. It just confirmed that everything is in good condition there. So that can go back in there, there. Put the lid back on. You want to see? I'm going to show you my lunch while I'm here too. Get all these jobs done. Half a bun. Ciabatta, they call it ciabatta, but I don't know if it is. I've got about 2 dicks of cabana. I've got 4 marshmallows, 2 white, 1 pink, 2 musk sticks. Geez, that's a tricky one to say, musk sticks. Say that with a mouthful of marbles. And then I've got a 1 Scotch finger biscuit. So that's my lunch for today, which I may or may not have. People, I want to tell you about losing weight. All my life, like not all of it, but the last amount of years, like at least more than 5. More than 5 years, I was 73 kilos. And then Ramadan came and I go to 71, and then it goes back to 73 after a month later, and this and that. And this Ramadan was in February. I went down to 71, and then I started going up. I went to 73, and I went to 74, like after one or 2 months or something. I went to 74, and then I got up. I never went to 75, but I went to 74.9 for a day or two. I said, what's this shit all about? Stop being so fat, you fat fuck. Anyway, and I managed to get it somewhere to 73.9 for, and I couldn't get it much lower than that, and it was hovering around 73.9. But the last 2 weeks, I made a bit better effort. Look, come on, you stop fucking being so fat, you fat fuck. Anyway, I managed to go from 73.9 to 73 after a week or so. I think 73.3 and just a week ago or something, I was 72.8, or a couple of days ago or something, a few days ago. Anyway, and right now, this morning I was, yesterday morning I was 72.5, and today, this morning, I was 72.3. So people, if you want to know my secret, stop fucking eating. Stop fucking eating, especially people who don't do a lot of activity. And another thing I've introduced into my life is twice a week I walk for an hour. I do about 5 kilometres, and I do that in an hour. So it's a brisk walk. So I do that twice a week, and I quite enjoy it. And if it's raining, take a fucking umbrella. You can walk in the rain. You don't get wet. In fact, it's assisting because it keeps you cool in case you get it warm up. So all you fat fucks out there, you choose to be as you are, and if you're happy with that, you can bullshit yourself that you're happy with that, or you can say, no, I've got big bones. You can say that. You can say whatever you like, but I say that there's a possibility if you eat less. I don't know what benefits you get from being less weight than what you are. Maybe it makes you worse. Maybe God's plan is to be huge, big as possible. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And the answer is, don't go on a diet or nothing. Just stop fucking eating. Not completely. If you think, like as an extreme measure, don't eat unless your stomach starts growling, or you just can't. You think you might die if you don't eat. But when you do eat don't eat a fucking whole leg of ham or a whole fucking chicken. Just get the chicken and tear it into strips like a drumstick and place it in 2 slices of bread and eat that. And don't eat no more. Keep the rest. Yeah. Stop eating too much. If you're peckish, have a fucking marshmallow. And don't swallow it straight away because you might choke on it and you'll fucking die. Just suck on it slowly. And have a musk stick. Don't ram the whole thing down your throat because it might go down your bloody windpipe. Just break up about an inch or, a few centimetres and put it in your mouth and suck on it. Don't bite it and crunch it down. Just suck on it and don't have any more until that piece is totally dissolved. Yeah. And like being fat doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it may mean you're lacking in something usually, and it's probably discipline, self-discipline. Self-discipline, is that smacking yourself when you're naked and getting off on it? That might be self-discipline. But just discipline. Stop eating when you're not hungry and stop eating heaps. Don't buy a fucking... keep some for later. And you might find that you end up if you're careful, you'll end up keeping that for later. until tomorrow, because once you get good at it, you know, get used to it, it's not hard. I don't think my stomach's growled ever, and I'm as low as I've been without actually fasting or anything. People are like, that was a long over. Back later with more fucking bullshit. Jeez, what's wrong with this bloke? Over. People, I'm going to show a feed. So, if you haven't got the patience or the what time is it? 12. If you haven't got the patience or inclination to watch a feed, because this is going to be a double feed, same as usual, like 2 buckets. Today's 2 bucket day. I've eaten one marshmallow, and what I'm going to have now is another marshmallow, because it got me addicted. And my snotty nose is running. If you don't want to listen to a snotty nose, the fast forward button is your friend, or Vogus is your friend. Go watch Vogus, or any other fucking YouTube bloody thing that does it for you. 12. I've got 2 more buckets, so I need 2 more rocks. 1, 2. So this will be bucket 13 and 14. Oh dear, I'll turn the water on. Nice. Spinner. Let's do it. So who wants to know how do I feed it? This is how. Wait, I better make sure you can see what I'm seeing. Something like that. So I'm just slamming it in. I can slam it in because I've got a backup mat down there. I think I may have moved spots and dug somewhere else. I can't recall exactly. I think I'm digging where I first started digging. And I said I'm going the wrong way. So I went somewhere else. And now I've gone back to where I said I was going the wrong way. But that's all right, you never know. It's possible that you can have gold within a bucket diameter of the creek, and then a bucket diameter, you know, slightly upstream, a bucket diameter upstream, and find nothing, yet go 1 bucket diameter further upstream and you're back on the gold again, you know. Gold is where you find it. Well, that's my way of doing things. Just dig. The creek's full of gold. This creek is full of gold. It's got like infinity of gold in it. Alright, well that's that. I can piss off. Goes in there. A little bit more water. Spin it. In you go. That's done. This one's a full bucket. Oh! Full to the top. And down. And now this one. Oi! I heard a noise. I thought I broke my bucket again. having trouble breathing because I've got a bloody marshmallow in me now. And I'm trying to suck on it, and I want to keep my mouth closed, but my nose is all runny. So I'm having trouble breathing through that, so I'm messing about. Breathing through my mouth, I've got to be careful. A lump of marshmallow don't go flying down the wrong way. I feel this fucking up a bit too much. Oh, I'm getting tired, man. Too much bucket. The more you dig, the more gold you get. Potentially. The weather till now has been absolutely wonderful. Not too hot, not too cold, just absolutely wonderful. It may or may not rain later. But don't, if you think it might rain, well, it might rain. Don't worry about it. It's only rain. Don't let it ruin your day. Don't let what is not actually occurring or about to occur, don't let it ruin your day. Because it will, if you let it. If shit happens, that's all. Deal with it when it happens. Okay, well that's all good. And we'll get our trommel out the way. Yeah, worst bucket all day. I shouldn't have. Turns out I shouldn't have went where I went. Well, second worst bucket all day. I should go back to where I was getting the gold, huh? Maybe I will. I mean, I will. Should I go back there like one day in my life? Or should I go right now? In case some ratbag comes along and says, fuck it, I'm going to get all that gold out of that man's spot. Anyway, I'll just do a very quick backwash because this is Who Wants to See Gold. This, you can look away now, or you can go back, fast forward to the next segment. Check that out. There's not nothing. None of these buckets have got nothing. But compared to the best bucket all day, actually it's got quite a bit, but small pieces again. Quite a bundle have actually escaped my panning. Who wants to look at my nice size piece? Biggest Kev jealous, biggest Kev jealous, biggest Kev jealous. And then there's all the stuff that I panned. Well, biggest Kev doesn't get jealous about gold. I mean, he gives things away like $5 coins, which are probably worth 25 or something. Who knows? I have trouble giving things away. Like, if someone asks me for it, I'll say, yeah, okay, you can have it. But I wouldn't go knocking on my next door neighbour's door and say, here, have one of these. No. If he knocked on my door and says, "Have you got one of those?" I'll say, "Yeah." "Do you need one?" Oh, I'll say, "Yeah." Oh, he'll say, "Can I have it?" "Oh, I can't. It's my last one." Or he might say, "Can I borrow one of those?" Oh, fuck. "How long do you need it?" Because my concern will be maybe he won't come back. Anyway, fuck it. Fuck the Neighbours. Neighbours is finished now. Another couple of weeks, I think it's all over. Who watches Neighbours? People, I've shown you the clean-up, haven't I? Yeah. It wasn't too bad. I'll be back later with pointing at me fucking knob. Over. 12:30. I've eaten all my marshmallows. They did last a while. Anyway, look, I've done bucket number 15 and 16. I've gone to a different spot. And we'll see whether it's irrelevant where you dig. I can see one nice piece, and there may or may not be a few Kevin biggest Kevin nuggets in there. Oh, not there may or may not be, there will be, but it's certainly not. When I was digging it, actually I wasn't quite sure, but I had the feeling that this is not the best spot all day, the best spot to dig. But now I know. It's again, it's not nothing. Like, it's not a disaster or anything like that. It's just not as good as other places where I've dug. But now I know. Okay, I'll get that out. Bit more water. The sort of material that I was digging in, you know, there was no mud in it. It was all like gravel. Look, I'm not going to play around anymore. What I'm going to show nothing. That's the biggest piece that was in there. You know, that's a wonderful piece. That people, newbies would be jumping out of their skin. Even Victor would from Murray River's Gold Adventure, he'd be jumping out of his skin for that. Unless there was infinite of them. But at places like Warrandyte, you know, they're rare. So it's the rarity of the size of the piece. People, that's it. I'm going to be back later with hopefully a bit better gold than that. For now, over. Pretty much 1 o'clock. So this is bucket 17 and 18. I can't remember where I dug, but wherever it was, I should have fucking remembered, because now I might end up going back there and it's terrible. Safety mat, nothing. I'm going to run. I'm going to run 2 more buckets to make it an even 20. And if it's a disaster, especially if it's a disaster, I'm going to go for a nature walkabout. Try to get spirits back up, because something's going wrong here. Again, it's not nothing. This whole creek is not nothing. Oh, some places of it, maybe. Yeah. This is this here is for babies. Or biggest Kev. He'll be delighted at that. Biggest Kev is delighted when he does black sand and no gold in it. Anyway, there's how it looks. There's how it looks. I don't know, what's that? Fucking these glasses. Not the glasses, my eyes. It's about 10, but I see double vision, so it's, I mean, it looks like 20, but there's probably, take away the double vision, there'll be 10. I can't remember where I dug that. Actually, I think I do remember. No, I should have got better than that. All right, anyway, I'll be back with 18, 19 and 20, and then have a break. That cabana and bread was bloody, I mean, it's very nice, and I feel like eating a fucking whole lot, and I probably will when I get back from my walkabout. Over. It's right now 1:20, and I've just finished bucket 19 and 20, and I got a feeling, I'm expecting that should be not too bad. So we lift this one up, and it's not too bad. Probably about the third best bucket all day. Definitely the largest piece, not necessarily the heaviest, not unlikely to be the heaviest. The one that almost was a picker, or what may or may not be a picker, that was the heaviest piece for sure. But this one's large and flat. Like, okay, that's that out the way. Instead of talking about it, let's find it. And I can already see it floating around. Not floating, but like almost like floating. Anyway, look, let's pump. Get some of this shit out. That'll do. And now we'll go to the over to the small riffles, and left, right under the water. That's all good. And now tap. If you can see some red birds, they're called rosellas. They're red, mainly red with blue wings. They're just, if you, I don't know, this camera will pick it up. No way, probably. But anyway, they're there. I don't even know the colours will come out. Hello, red birds. One got offended. Don't call me red, he said. There's one still there. Anyway, that's the birds. It's you're supposed to go on the wildlife. Ooh, there's like 5. Oi, one had a dump, you dirty pig. Don't just shit wherever you fucking like, you bastard. Get back down there and dig a hole. Dirty animal. Alright, well this one was a terrible bucket, except for this wonderful piece here, large piece. Yeah, huge, but not, it's thicker than aluminium foil, but not by much. And all the other shit is big as Kev nuggets. Oh, they're bigger than big as Kev nuggets because I can see them. They're Victor colours. Oh, even that's a bloody exaggeration. There's that biggest piece anyway there. If anybody wants to know, it's a map of South America. I see comes find find a piece of gold and oh, it looks like a fucking elephant, or looks like fucking this, or looks like me fucking cock. Fuck off. Just a piece of gold. Doesn't look like anything. It just looks like a piece of gold. Anyway, that's that. So that'll do me, I think. Not for today, but I'm going to change batteries and go and do a nature walkabout at 1:20 or so. I don't know what the nature walkabout. Just walk and talk and walk about, talk about. People, I'll be back later with. I think I might get the walkabout thing and put it separate from this segment, the gold parts. But for now, I'll meet you back at the range. Over.